Hey, welcome back to Tactics Talk with Guido. Got a good one here for you. A replay analysis from K222, lots of numbers. From the clan Shift, he's in his Schwarz 58 Tier 8 German premium medium tank in a all Tier 8 battle on Paris. Now what we're going to have here is K2 is going to make some bad trade decisions early, but he's going to do something in this battle that I recently put a video out on, where I told you to keep your head in the game. Even if things go badly, just keep plugging away and working at it. And K2 is going to do a really nice job of this. Becomes a bit of a fire brigade for his team, who is on the verge of losing. So let's see how he does, though. Initially, position-wise, I like this down here, and he gets super aggressive. At first I thought, well, maybe he's going to poke out there and take a shot at someone crossing, and then I thought, well, maybe he's just going to go out and get out in the middle of everybody. Then he ends up losing some hit points. K2 had to stopped well before that, maybe right about there, taking a shot at those guys crossing. So yeah, you had the speed to get there, but there was no need to completely expose yourself. If you thought you were going to cross and get behind that building, that's not a great decision because it's not survivable, especially when they push down low like where that Tiger 2 is. Another ill-advised poke ends up getting you damaged. What people will get lured into in situations like this is there's so many of you around that people will figure out, I'm probably not going to get hit. I'll just pop out and take my shot. They won't be looking at me, but invariably they are looking at you, and there's so many guns in the game. It's hard to keep track of who's reloaded and who's doing what to who. So arguably two hits you shouldn't have taken. So down about 500 hit points for that. Miss in there, that Karen, and you've got the guys down below. So let's just take a look at what's going on this map real quick. We've got quite a few down there, dealing with a few that have pushed in. Got another defender, Karen IS-3 over there. On the other side, you've got the T-25, and you've got the cats and dogs that are out in the field with a T-34 all the way back at cap doing I don't know what. Probably not going to pin that. Need a little bit more over-angling. Ooh, maybe right there. No. That might have been enough, but he ends up dying right there. So this is a decent position. You can poke around this corner and take shots, but unfortunately you're proxy lit by the guys below you. Why is that important? Because the other guy can see you coming. He knows exactly when you're coming out. Unfortunately bounced off of him that. Ouch! And maybe think about going to APCR on that guy right there. And another shot you probably shouldn't have taken. Poked out for no real reason right there. You should have known the IS-3 was looking right at you. You were just there a moment ago. Now, if you mistimed it and thought he'd actually fired, sometimes it's hard to tell if a shot's going out or coming in, especially in the heat of battle. You end up getting poked at right there. I'm surprised you didn't die there either. But he missed, and the other one wasn't ready for you. So now we're down to essentially a one-shot. Most of the Tier 8 heavies especially are going to take you down with a one-shot. And this is where the fire brigade, I'll spit it out any moment, the fire brigade act happens. You can see they're now getting flanked, and this is looking pretty bad actually. As far as position goes, the other team seems to be all over his team. They've come around on all sides. In theory, if they push hard, it should be over. Oh, another shot is taken, and you're really zoned in on that Scorpion G. And whether you missed the fact that the Type 59 was there or you just accepted it in order to shoot the Scorpion G, I don't know, but ill-advised. So now we're down to our last 6 hit points. We've done 700 damage, and we've lost nearly every hit point we have. This was unfortunate. It went right into his track. I like the kind of reverse side scrape popping out thing right there you're doing. That's a good deal. Maybe enough? Oh, nope. Now we're thinking maybe the Scorpion. And this is looking pretty dire. We're starting to lose tanks. We're well surrounded. Unfortunately, the T-28 is coming back in the Ferdinand, so they're at least helping out a little bit with you being completely flanked. Now this Scorpion is moving up. Kind of surprised the IS-3 hasn't come around the corner, but there are a lot of guns back there. Scorpion shoots, he dies. T-59 shoots, he doesn't die. I like how you're looking, watching the IS-3, seeing what he's doing. Things are not looking great. The 59 shoots, and you pop out and take him down. So that immediate emergency is taken care of. The guys behind you are still holding that corner. There goes the IS-3, so that looks a lot better. Come out here and look for him. Nope. So now we've got a 69 and a Scorpion G behind us, and that is big trouble because they're both almost 100%. The Scorp is. But he is looking the other way, isn't he? He's looking at the prototype. So just come around, put a little shot into his back turret. How do you like that? Now he's on the run. He figures, well, this is a bummer. I'm getting shot from multiple sides. Gets hammered. And he is on a reload since he just fired. You can see that K2 is raging in, trying to get there before the guy reloads, gets aimed, and kills him. Ooh, I bet he was just about reloaded. And now we've got probably a fully clipped T69, or soon will be. He's back on the corner. And we've been working on all this with just 6 hit points. 6 hit points because we gave away a bunch on bad timing as far as poking out. Bad trades for sure. But now we're just working these 2 alleyways here, these 2 roadways. Trying to keep our head in the game, trying to keep playing. Every shot down range is going to help our team. Pilot just shot, so we'll poke out, take a look at him. Pretty good accuracy on this gun, and we'll take down the pilot. So there's another enemy down, and now things are actually looking a lot better. Spin back around. The 69 is an issue. We don't want him to come around behind us and start clipping near deads, because he can clear off the table pretty quickly. He doesn't really know we're here. He's dealing with this guy in the corner, the T28. Turns out he's hiding behind a Hulk. Nice job with the camera work right there. I don't know if you noticed that, but K2 comes around. As he's coming around, he does a little bit of this to look at the 69. Where's he pointing? And that then informs him that he can pop out and get a shot, probably. Now he's watching him, and you can tell that he's looking right at the guy's turret. Oh, hey, look, here comes the cavalry. So we're just going to wait here while this T69 stares. Uh-oh, he knows something's up. Now he's turning, and it's time to come in here and get a shot. Nicely done. That is something that people will typically do, especially in a situation like that. That 69, somebody comes around and hits them, all of a sudden they're turning their mouse and their turret comes offline, and that gives you an opportunity to take a shot at them. Sometimes it's a mistake. They're just spinning their camera and their mouse around and not really paying attention, kind of wondering what's going on behind them. Sometimes it's because they want to get around and start shooting at the guy behind them. But either way, it doesn't matter. The turret is offline, and it's time to jump in there and take a shot. This 34-3 is in big trouble. He knows it. And down he goes. And just like that, 5 kills for K2. I thought he was going to jump on the defender. That would have been fantastic, but the defender ends up dying. And all we got left is the WT. Just killed our T26E5. And we're right back to this little area here. We're going to pop out, get a shot on him. Take that, you silly RHM. Swing it. Oh, my goodness gracious. RNG forsook you. Maybe one more ill-advised pop right there, but you got the damage in. Nice job, K2. This ends up being an ace mastery, so it wasn't the most amazing damage output, but 2,200, 17 spotting, and 5 kills for K2. But a really good example of some pretty bad trades early on, giving away a bunch of hit points and just keeping his head in the game. Reacting to the flow, seeing the threat behind, being careful, and then really just helping out his team by knocking out 5 tanks. I want to say 4 of them were while he had 6 hit points or so, or something like that. So nice job, man. Just if you had obviously saved some hit points from the beginning and not made such bad trades, you'd have had a much easier time as far as later on. What's interesting about that, though, is one thing that happens when you get down low like that is you start to be very much more careful about how you poke and shoot. So to some extent, if you can back that up to earlier in the game, and I'm not talking about being passive and hiding and never poking, but think about that. Hey, how would I fight this at 6 hit points? And the very best players out there fight everything as if they're on 1 hit point, while also getting their gun in the game and being aggressive. All right, hope this helped. If it did, make sure you subscribe. If you got a video you'd like me to take a look at, either for an analysis or it's just a great game or something really funny or weird happens in it, go ahead and send them in via PM or send the link for wattreplays.com and I'll take a look. Otherwise, we will see you.